Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You know, I'm always pleased to be part of ribbon cuttings, and this is a great day. It took us a couple years to get here, but it's a great day. Before we get started, I want to acknowledge the elected officials and community leaders who are with us. First of all, our Commissioner, Louis Arroyo. So he's been bugging me about this since he came into the body, so it's a good day for me. Alderman Gilbert Villegas is at a city council meeting, but he's been very helpful in the construction of this project. I want to acknowledge him. State Representative Eva Dina Delgado. Did I do that right? Evadina. Thank you, Evadina. Eva. Thank you, Eva. I apologize for mutilating your name. She is also known as the better half of Eric Varela, who was on our staff in the county for many years. I want to acknowledge Deputy Chief of Staff Otis Story, who's going to be with us shortly. State Senator Cristina Pasion Zayas. Did I do that right? Close? Close? Okay, close. Good. State Representative Will Gazzardi. There we go. Okay. More people on our staff here. John Yonan, who's Bureau Chief of Asset Management, Earl Manning, and Bilkis Jacobs L., who are on his staff, as well as Tom Ozog, who is Project Director. Is that right? Did I get everybody? Okay. I don't know if they're representatives of our construction team here, but FH Passion and Ashlar Construction were our general contractors on the project. You're here? Okay. And Cesar Perez, who is the artist who created the mural. Is Cesar here? All right, well, give him a round of applause anyway. All right, let's see. I think I missed two people. Hanson Park Elementary School Principal Pam De La Cruz. Pam, thank you. And a patient representative, Daisy Velasco. Thank you. All right, let me just make sure. Israel. The head of our health and hospital system was right here on my left. Oh, God help me. It's going to be one of those days. We're deeply indebted to Israel for his good work over the last year and a half. He came to this job in December of 2019. Is that right? 2020. Right in the middle of the pandemic. It's called being thrown into the deep end of the pool, for sure. And he's done an extraordinary job. So thank you, Israel. We're very grateful to you. All right, I want to especially thank Daisy Velasco and her family for joining us here today to tell their story. We really appreciate your being with us. As Commissioner Arroyo can tell you, it's been 2 years since we broke ground on this project. It's been a challenge to do this work, frankly, in the middle of the pandemic, but we've gotten it done. We live in a country in which all too often your zip code and your race determines your access to high-quality health care. And the country is waking up to that fact. Now, this is something we in Cook County have been addressing for years. And I'm glad to see that across the country there's wider recognition of this, because it's a conversation we have to have both at the local and the national level. Our collective health as a country is dependent on everyone having access to health care centers that are close to their home and offer a wide range of services. We need spaces and places like this that are welcoming to all who walk in our doors. Now, let me just tell you, our Cook County Health and Hospital System, throughout its history, has taken anyone who comes to the door, anyone, regardless of your race or your religion or your sexual orientation or your ability to pay. And I'm very proud of that fact. It's something we should all be proud of. You'll hear more about this in a minute. The facility will enhance the healthcare system's ability to serve this community with more visits and more specialties. This includes a range of pediatric and adult primary care services, along with women's health services and specialty care services such as cardiology and endocrinology. All told, the health center has the capacity to accommodate over 37,000 visits a year. Now, We had in this community a much smaller facility that was inadequate to the needs in the community. And so this facility is constructed to meet those needs, and we're very grateful to have you all with us today to celebrate that fact. So this ribbon cutting represents another step toward greater health equity in the county we all call home. We're proud of this work, and I'm pleased that this facility will be able to provide care and help better the health of nearby residents for years to come. So thank you again for joining us. Now, Louis Arroyo, Commissioner Arroyo, is going to come to the podium and express his gratitude that I finally got this done.
Madam President, we did it. Welcome and thank you for joining us today in the celebration and this ribbon cutting ceremony of our new Belmont Cragin Health Clinic. Let me tell you a short story, so please indulge me because this took a long time. It began when I was first elected about 7 years ago, when we took a tour of the Logan Square Health Clinic on Fullerton in California, and we met with Dr. Conneal, and she asked me that she needed and was able to, I asked her what she needed and to enable her to serve our underinsured and underserved growing community properly. The rest is history. Being around politics pretty much my whole life and having a pretty good grasp on how government works, I could not express my feelings enough and thank the person who I had to ask, and that my district, my community, needed a new, larger, and expanded health clinic, and that person is no other than Madam President Toni Preckwinkle. Thank you again. On behalf of our community, and for someone that's born and raised in this area and went to school just a few blocks away, played football on this football field, and got my permit to drive just down here at Prosser, means a lot, and it's very emotional for me today to be here with all of you. Before we cut the ribbon, I would like to personally share with all of you and recognize my teammates, because everyone knows teamwork makes the dream work. And I would like to acknowledge everyone on this team, including our initial members dating back to 2015, who fought by our side. Former Acting Director and CEO Deborah Carey, our President and CEO Israel Rocha, Letty Close, Andrea Gibson, Karen Stancic, Jessica Caffrey, my guy who I spent most of the time on the phone with, Earl Manning, Sam Williams, Nancy Rivera, Ileana Mora, John Yonan, thank you, Ann Kalayo, Liz Granado, Audrey Jonas, who we've become pretty good friends over these last 6 to 8 months. I'd also like to thank the principal of Hanson Park School, Ms. Pamela De La Cruz. And at that time, in 2015, I'll be remiss if I don't say thank you to former CPS President Forrest Claypool and his staff, my father, former State Representative Louis Arroyo, 36th Ward Alderman Gilbert Villegas. We have also some other members here from the hospital, Marcelino Garcia, thank you. And some friends in the audience. I have some friends, and when I say friends, friends that I've known even before I was elected, and friends who became a bigger influence in my life when I got elected. The Teamster 700, Greg Ortiz. SCIU, we have members of SCIU here. We have representatives from Local 134, Don Finn, who couldn't make it. Thank you, guys. I also want to thank Northwest Side Housing Center. They started this with their quality of life plan, and they made their case. They did a feasibility study, and this is one of the reasons why we were able to locate and get this facility here where it was needed. That would be Vanessa Valentin, Graciela Guzman with their executive director, James Rudick, and a host of other powerful community-based organizations and advocates. But Communities United with our good friend Diane Lemus Metropolitan Family Services, Roxanne Nava, Recon Family Services, our good friend Eddie Barrayo, and so many other you that are here today with us. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you. And I must thank my staff. When I was frustrated with deliberations in securing the site and wanted to give up and had Jessica and her team identify where we were going to be, someone in my staff was always persistent and always stood by my side. So thank you to my staff, Rudy. Thank you for always being there. Christina, Nancy, thank you. And for all of you joining me today, I appreciate you very much, and I wanted everyone here to share our experience in our historic day in our community. It will serve our most vulnerable elders, adults, children, grandchildren for years to come. God bless you. And I'd be remiss if I don't say thank you to my wife, Desiree, who's here today. Thank you. And again, I can't stress it enough, Madam President, thank you for making our dreams come true.
Okay, all right, we're going to ask Israel Rocha, who's Chief Executive Officer of our health and hospital system, to join us next.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Very happy to be here with you. I want to thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate the opening of our Belmont Cragin Health Center. I'd particularly like to thank President Preckwinkle, Representative Delgado, Senator Pacion Zayas, Commissioner Deere, and Commissioner Arroyo, all of our members, all of our commissioners, Director Story, and all of our members of our health board for their support for the health system and for making today a possibility. I'm also grateful to the Cook County Bureau of Asset Management and the entire Cook County Health team and the entire Cook County team for their work to make this health center a reality. Their dedication and support has been essential to building this new state-of-the-art facility. I would also like to recognize Desi Velasco and her family, who are long-time Cook County Health patients and will be receiving care at this new clinic. Thank you, everyone, for being here. For nearly 2 centuries, Cook County Health has been committed to providing care to everyone who needs it, regardless of race, income, insurance, or immigration status. Our patients deserve access to the highest quality available in medical care to be able to advance the care for themselves and for their families. And this beautiful facility is one more step in how we make that a reality for everyone in Cook County. This health center replaces our Logan Square location. The Belmont Cragin Health Center has twice the square footage and more than twice the number of exam rooms, going from 12 to 30. That means that double the number of families will be able to be seen, double the number of people will be served, and that means that hopefully for us, we'll make even more of a dent in reducing the health disparity that President Preckwinkle spoke about. Cook County Health is committed to ensuring that geographic location, residence, or race, or any other social identifier is what determines your health and how long you're able to live your healthiest life. Everyone deserves to live their healthiest life, and everyone deserves to have the best access to medicine. And today, here physically, we can see the commitment that Cook County and Cook County Health has to our patients. With a more modern and efficient design, we will be able to increase the number of patients served at this health center. At this location, patients will have access to pediatric and adult primary care, along with women's health services, specialty services such as cardiology and endocrinology. In addition, it also has some beautiful things in it that helps to address those things that we hear about, social risk factors. We know that health is so much more than just your relationship with your provider. It's about food security, it's about housing security, it's about all the things that enable us to live our healthiest life. That's why here at this center, our WIC Food Assistance Program will have an on-site resource. Patients and community members alike can walk in and make appointments, whether it's to get their COVID vaccine, immunizations, vaccinations, or simply need advice on how they can be able to live a healthier life for themselves and their family. We are on a mission to convert each of our 13 ambulatory care sites to one-stop shops where everyone can see us as a place where you can come to be able to start your journey to live a better life. Importantly, our comprehensive patient care team includes bilingual Spanish-speaking staff members to better serve patients. We also have assistance in any language that anyone feels comfortable speaking. We're committed to ensuring that there is no barrier that we're going to work to resolve to ensure that people get the care that they need. The pandemic has shown light on the importance of having access to care close at home, having care in a way that you can access the information that you need. Cook County Health has been prioritizing projects that will allow us primary care and specialty care to patients when they need it. Last year, we opened 3 new outpatient facilities in areas that were more convenient to our patients. The availability and accessibility of medical care is essential to ensuring long-term care, and we are committed to do that. Much more work lies ahead of us, and we are saying that today is another step in that journey. You will see us moving forward, bringing new innovative projects, more facilities to light, and ensuring that Cook County Health is making a complete healthcare access for every single person who needs it. And today we want to leave one note, important, in addition to seeing the beautiful facility, that tours will be available. We want to make sure that everyone hearing us and everyone knows that here in Cook County, the only thing you need to know when you want to advance your care is come to us. There is no barrier. There is nothing that will prevent you from getting the care that you need. So simply start by coming to our centers here at Cook County Health. Unas pocas de palabras en español. Gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros para celebrar este nuevo centro de salud en Belmont Cragin del condado de Cook County. Me gustaría presidir el liderazgo del presidente Preckwinkle, la representante Delgado, la senadora Pasión Zayas, los comisionados Deere y Arroyo, y así como nuestro directorio de la salud, director Story, para su apoyo en nuestro proyecto. También estoy agradecido a la Oficina de Administración de Activos del Condado de Cook en todos los esfuerzos que estuvieron para poder tener este oficio que estamos aquí con nuestra comunidad. Su dedicación y apoyo ha sido centralmente para poder ser nuestro día posible. También me gustaría reconocer a una familia que aquí está usando este salón de salud, Desi Velasco y su familia, que están aquí, son pacientes de nuestro sistema de salud por mucho tiempo, reciben su cuidado médico en nuestra nueva clínica y también nos ayudan para poder hacer los servicios más mejor para nuestros pacientes. Durante casi 2 siglos, el condado de Cook County ha comprometido a brindar cuidado médico a cualquier persona que lo necesita, independientemente de su raza, ingresos, seguro médico o estadio migratorio. Nuestros pacientes merecen tener nuestra salud y cuidado médico a alta calidad, nevas, cualquier instalaciones como están. Este centro de salud reemplaza nuestra ubicación en Logan Square. Este centro de salud de Belmont Cragin es 2 veces más grande en términos de área y tiene más de dobles salas de salud para exámenes para nuestros pacientes. Vamos a ir de 12 a 30 salones de salud para poder ayudar a nuestros pacientes. Queremos mandar un mensaje a todas las familias que los están escuchando. Esta infraestructura de salud quiere nomás dirigir un mensaje. Si necesitan agarrar y avanzar su salud, solo necesitan saber para venir a nuestro sistema. Si es aquí en el Belmont Cragin, en nuestros hospitales o nuestras clínicas, por cualquier parte en nuestro condado, estamos comentando con ustedes, con sus familias, con sus pacientes, que si necesitan ayuda para avanzar su salud, nomás pueden comenzar aquí en el condado de Cook County. Estamos con ustedes para poder traer todos los servicios que necesitan, si es servicios para médico, de cirugía o también para poder ayudar el diabetes o el corazón. Estamos aquí con nuestros pacientes. Por favor, si necesitan ayuda, pueden venir. No hay nada que van a poder prevenir de ganar los servicios que nuestras familias necesitan aquí en el condado de Cook County. Estamos muy agradecidos por el apoyo de toda nuestra comunidad y por toda la familia que hace este salón una posibilidad para nuestra comunidad. Muchas gracias para todo y estamos muy agradecidos de estar aquí hoy.
All right, now we're going to hear in succession from our state representatives. Well, we'll start with our state senator. How's that? State Senator Cristina Pasión Zayas. Would you come forward? And then we'd ask State Representative Evadina Delgado. Did I do it right this time?
That was it.
All right, Evadina Delgado to come forward, and then State Representative Will Gazzardi. So we'll start with our state senator.
Good morning, everyone. Today is really the manifestation of un refrán que dice, la comunidad cura. The community cures us. This is really a representation also of that the people who are closest to the problems usually have the best solutions for resolving those problems. Had it not been for the confluence of community members, for our elected officials, for neighbors, for families, for our community-based organizations, this manifestation would not be here. This is really I want to just acknowledge, President Preckwinkle has a whole equity plan. And, some people may characterize the plan as lip service. This is the manifestation of that plan. We can't talk about equity if we do not actually have spaces and places where people can get the services that they need in the language that they understand. The individuals who are servicing them understand the nuances of cultural identity and are specifically combating systemic racism and how it manifests in our systems. For too long, the medical industry has had a very complicated relationship with our communities. And I'm saying that very diplomatically, right? But it's now time that we lead with La Comunidad Cura. And it's only with that partnership that is possible. And so as a kid who grew up right down the street at Fullerton and Western and utilized community clinics for all of my services, I verified my pregnancies there with my children. I understand the value. I was also a peer educator that helped my peers understand the importance of reproductive health and keeping themselves safe. So spaces like this are absolutely necessary, and I'm really excited to be a part of this partnership, and congratulations on making it happen, and thank you for all the service and advocacy.
Hello, everyone, y bienvenidos a Belmont Cragin. Thank you all for coming here, and on your way out, feel free to patronize any of the businesses that are in this area. We'd love to have you here, and please come back. I think that my colleagues here have really said all that there needs to be said, but I am incredibly proud that we have this facility in the 3rd District in the state of Illinois, to be able to service the families that live around here. I think Senator Pasiones-Zayas said it well. This is something that will become a hub of community. And only that way do we really provide services to the folks that need it. I think about the folks that have come to my office with the challenges, especially during the pandemic. And being able to have a one-stop shop here, I think Israel put it really well. One-stop shop, you come here, and it's difficult. When you're juggling all the things of life, you're a parent that's got to go to work. You got to get your kids to school. You got to get them to after-school activities. You got to figure out how you're going to get the groceries. How are you going to get the food on the table? If you can go to one place to take care of all of your health needs for you and your family, it'll make it more likely that you'll do it. And that'll be better for all of us in the community. I also have to say one more thing. This is an incredible example of how all the parts have worked together. So the community came forward and said, we need something. Commissioner Arroyo said, we're going to do it. I'm going to do everything I can to bring the county into this. President Preckwinkle committed to it and said, yes, we're going to do it. The state stepped in with funding to make this happen. All of the pieces were working together. And look at what we can accomplish when we collaborate and we work together. So again, thank you all for being out here, for supporting this. And again, Commissioner Arroyo, President Preckwinkle, thank you so much for your leadership in this. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Will Gazzardi. I'm the state rep from the 39th District. I've represented Logan Square and Belmont Cragin for the last 7 years. And I can say, we're talking about replacing the site in Logan Square with this site here. And I can say with confidence that the need has moved, right? Over the last 13 years that I've lived in this community, the last 7 years I've represented this community, the need has moved out here from Logan Square to Belmont Cragin. We're standing in a community that has historically faced a tremendous dearth of government investment, a lack of government investment, a lack of private sector investment, and a lack of healthcare resources, right? This is really a healthcare desert here in Belmont Cragin. And those compounding problems, right, and the systemic racism and segregation that they represent, those problems don't get solved overnight, and they don't get solved by accident. And like the representative just said, they get solved when all of the stakeholders come together to identify the problem, to demand a solution. It started with the community, it followed with elected officials and government institutions, and together we brought the resources to this community that have been missing for so long. I am so proud of all the folks who worked so hard to make this project happen, and I'm very excited for the opportunities for care for my constituents who simply haven't had access to it for far too long. So thank you to everyone who made today possible, and I'm so proud to be here with you all. Thank you.
All right. Last but not least, our patient, Daisy Velasco.
Hi, I'm so nervous. Oh my God.
You gotta come a little closer. And
Sorry.
We'll put it right there, okay?
Sorry, I'm nervous because
That's all right. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
I'm really excited about the new clinic. My family's been going to Logan Square for over 15 years. I'm excited that there's going to be more services for my kids, for me, for my husband. What else can I say? I just I was really excited when they told me that they were going to build a new clinic. We are happy. I've been here already. I came. I love it. I even told the nurses that I was really excited because it's bigger, it's better care for us, for a lot of families that really need it. I have recommended a bunch of families here too.
All right.
Thank you so much.